Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, Advice. We are back with some more battles from my Global Challenge run. Last video were some of the early battles from the Global Challenge, so the opponents were not as highly rated. Still thought they were good battles, but this one, whew, these battles were close. These opponents were tough. They had done some climbing themselves, so excited to let y'all see this one. Let's jump into these battles. Alright, Andrew with standard palette balance. So I always bring Thuperman into these battles. And then to support him, Fake Out I found is really nice for dealing with Amoonguss. But I noticed that well played Intimidate spam is tough for this team, so I'm going to bring Crypt to de-incentivize Arcanine coming in and out all the time. And then Tatiana's good here to stop Jet Punch and deals with the Ting-Lu. And then we'll go Frozone. It has the sash and the speed, so that'll be beneficial for us. Sucker Punch is nice for Dragapult too. And even if they go Terra Fairy with Flutter main, Sucker Punch still hits it really hard, so. We got a lot of options in how we can approach this matchup. So I like to try different things out each time just to see which one goes the smoothest. They lead Flutter main Palafin. This Palette Balance team has a really high skill ceiling, so like, you know, it's good to try out different things just to see how I can streamline the process for myself as best as possible. I'm going to switch Tsareena into the Palafin slot just to get Palafin to hero form. And then I don't want to use Terra here, but I think I have to, because I don't want to lose Annihilape before Arcanine comes in. So we'll just go for a Terra Fire, Rage Fist into Flutter main. Okay, looks like they don't switch out Palafin. They are going for Terra. It's Terra Flutter main. Terra Fairy, so if we only take one attack, they probably do survive the Rage Fist. I've noticed that Flutter mains tend to survive single boost Rage Fist if they go to Fairy form. But we shouldn't take much damage. Okay, they try to go to Jet Punch, so the Queenly Majesty pays off there. That is choice specs if I've ever seen it. I'm like 100% positive that's a choice specs Flutter main with how much damage it did to both. We don't quite take out, but they are in range of a breath of fresh air. So I'd like to protect Tsareena, but I think I'm just going to go for a Bullet Seed in the Flutter main slot. I don't think they leave it in. And I'm going to try to Rage Fist Palafin. We are risking losing Tsareena here, but yeah, they switch out Flutter main. We should do like half to Palafin with this Rage Fist. They switch into Amoonguss and they protect, so it would have been nice to get damage off into Amoonguss, but this isn't terrible. Rage Fist into their protect. Instead, we just get a Bullet Seed into Amoonguss. This is another thing you can do, is if you expect a really passive play from the opponent or they're not applying any pressure, you can click Bullet Seed into Annihilape to boost Rage Fist. If I'm Terra Fire, it won't do much damage. Annihilape is faster, so it won't help until the next turn, but it's just a way you can self-proc Rage Fist with the team. So I'm going to Bullet Seed the Palafin slot and then switch my Palafin in just in case they try to Spore. I don't have any way to stop Amoonguss from clicking Spore here, but having two Spore immune Pokemon on the field is great. And then we apply pressure to the Amoonguss partner with our safety goggles. They switch out Palafin into Arcanine, so they were willing to just give us the Defiant proc. But we still didn't have enough damage on the field to KO Amoonguss, so it's not a bad play. Yeah, I'll take that. 5 hits, that's actually decent chip on Arcanine. If I can get Palafin off the field or get a bulk up off, I think they might be in range of Jet Punch. I'm going to switch our fire type Annihilape into Tsareena slot and Jet Punch the Arcanine. Shouldn't KO, but we'll at least put them in range of the next one. And if they do Wisp Palafin here, we can just spam bulk up. They can't really touch us. They switch out Arcanine into their Palafin. Okay, so Jet Punch does a little tiny bit of chip. And they do boost our Rage Fist, so we have a double boosted 150 base power Rage Fist now. So I'm going to try to trade Palafin for Annihilape. I'm going to Rage Fist into it and switch in Tsareena so they can't Jet Punch. And I'm hoping that with the combined damage of this Rage Fist and their Wave Crash recoil, if they try to Wave Crash Annihilape, looks like there's a chance this could take out. They do take out Annihilape. But they survive on a Sliver. And they Pollen Puff themselves. So that's a bad play for us. Would have been nice to get that tiniest bit of chip, but there's worse positions to be in. I can bring Palafin in now. I'm hoping that a Helping Hand Wave Crash can KO this Palafin from here. That Pollen Puff was really annoying. Maybe a bulk up here would be a better call. Yeah, they switch out Amoonguss into Arcanine, so yeah, bulk up protect would have been a good play. I don't think we take out after the Intimidate. Nope. And they Wave Crash Tsareena. Okay, so we're down to just Chien-Pao and Palafin. But fortunately, they don't really have damage on my Palafin. So this is where I can just take advantage of bulk up. If I'm the opponent, I'm doubling into Chien-Pao here, so I'm going to go for a bulk up and a protect. Chien-Pao is my best way through Amoonguss. So I feel like if they think that they can get rid of Chien-Pao, then they can just clean up. They protect Arcanine. And try to Jet Punch Chien-Pao. Okay, cool. So we get a free bulk up this turn. We're at neutral attack and +1 defense. That's going to help out a lot against these two. I'm just going to Jet Punch the Arcanine and Ice Spinner Palafin. I don't want to Sucker Punch just in case they switch Palafin out. Okay, Arcanine goes down to Jet Punch. They do go for a Jet Punch, so Sucker Punch would have been good, but I mean, we had Focus Sash, so. There's KO. They have Amoonguss and Flutter main left, but like I said, that Flutter main is 100% choice specs, so. I can just Jet Punch Flutter main and Ice Spinner Amoonguss. And they shouldn't have any counterplay. So we just click that Jet Punch, get rid of Flutter main. And then I'll Ice Spin or Amoonguss. Yep. No protect from Flutter main. I can't lie, homie kept it interesting, but the thing about this Palabalance team is that they really rely on Amoonguss to stop opposing Palafin, so having safety goggles, it just makes it really tough for them to deal with. My Palafin, especially when they're greedy and have choice specs Flutter main. So we don't take out with Ice Spinner, and they will KO us here with Pollen Puff, but I can just bulk up in their face. Judging by them surviving Ice Spinner, it's a pretty physically defensive Amoonguss, so I don't want to just wave crash into them and take recoil and risk getting crit by Pollen Puff. I'll just bulk up maybe 2 times. That'll put me at +2, and then we can just Jet Punch them. Yeah. I mean, they should just concede here. I'm just going to keep flexing. +2 attack, +3 defense. Not that the defense matters, but yeah, even crit Pollen Puff doesn't put us in range of another one, so I'll Jet Punch now. This dude has faith in his Amoonguss to win this 1v1. The little Amoonguss that maybe could. It does survive the Jet Punch. But yeah, even crit Pollen Puff wouldn't have done it there, so. One more little smack to this face. Bah! Nice try, boy. GG. Well played, you put up a good fight, but safety goggles Palafin prevails again. Okay, I wasn't expecting Vivillon from a 1658 player, but Superman looks good in this matchup. They've got potentially dual Rage Powder. I'm going to bring Iron Mike for the fake out. And then Crypt in the back is nice for the Ting-Lu and the Brute Bonnet. And then maybe we go Frozone for the Sash. You know what though? I don't like Frozone against Scizor. Let's go Wet Wet. Let's get the Rain up. Rain will slow down Chi-Yu. Hurricane's pretty good into Vivillon and Scizor actually. And it'll slow down Chi-Yu from just clicking Heat Wave. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. Okay, Vivillon in the lead with Chi-Yu. So Chi-Yu doesn't threaten Iron Mike, but I'd like to get the Rain up just in case they go for a Heat Wave. And I'll fake out Vivillon, break its Focus Sash. I think Vivillon gets Sleep Powder, so preventing anything from going to sleep here would be nice. Interested to see if they have a gimmick here or they're just using like Rage Powder to protect Chi-Yu. Okay, we will see Terra. Okay, they're Terra Water. So we just set the Rain up for them. Fake out's nice chip. Looks like they were going for a Rage Powder and Nasty Plot. Okay, well, let's see if they have Terra Blast. I'm just gonna Hurricane. into Vivillon and try to get a Thunder Punch off. Okay, yeah, it's just Rage Powder. They do have Terra Blast. Damn, through Assault Vest, clean KO. Okay, they are Life Orb. That's rough. We do take out Vivillon. But, yeah, that Chi-Yu could be a problem. Yeah, if it takes out Iron Mike, it's definitely taking out Annihilape in one shot. So I think I have to go Palafin here. And they have Iron Bundle. Okay, boost their energy, boost their speed. Alright, I'm gonna go Terra Steel just in case they freeze dry. I'm gonna try to take out this Iron Bundle with a Hurricane and just protect. This could be bad, but I mean, this is really my only shot. I need to hope that they use the Chi-Yu to attack Palafin. And usually Pelipper does Oko Iron Bundles with Hurricane. Okay, they just go for Icy Wind. What do they do with the Chi-Yu? Terra Blast into the Protect. Huge. Alright, now we need this KO or a Confusion. Let's go, Wet Wet. Come on. Huge for us. Alright, who's their last Pokemon? Alright. I think I just go for Helping Hand, Wave Crash, and hope it's enough to take out Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu doesn't have a lot of physical bulk naturally. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing, and its HP stat is really bad, so. We survived Terra Blast, but it looks like the Ting-Lu's special attack reduction mattered there. And we do pick up with the Helping Hand Wave Crash. Let's go. So it seems like they didn't have a Dark type move. Or maybe they just had Snarl. But we lose Palafin to the Wave Crash recoil. They take us out with Stomping Tantrum. But we got Annihilape in the back. And that gives us the type advantage here. Now I gotta just hope they don't have Fisher. Because I don't think we one-shot this thing with a Drain Punch. I'm going to go Bulk Up. Annihilape is pretty weak naturally, so I wouldn't be surprised if Drain Punch is a 3-shot with no boost. They go Earthquake. They get a crit. That's a lot of damage. We are +1, so hopefully we recover enough to put us out of range of another one. That did a lot more damage than it would have without the crit, so that's a big Drain Punch. We get a crit ourselves. Crit for crit. We're almost back to full. Yeah, Earthquake shouldn't do that much at all. Okay, so they didn't have Fisher, they didn't try it. Another Drain Punch gets the job done. Battle was canceled. GG. Crypt the Recluse coming in clutch. Bang. Alright, we got a double weather team with Torkoal and T-Tar. I like Crypt here. And Superman. Let's go Wet to battle the Sun. And then Assault Vest Iron Mike with Fake Out and Terrifier could be nice to stall out a Trick Room. Terrifier Tatiana could be good too, but we just don't really hit anything very well. So let's go Iron Mike. I think Fake Out is valuable in this matchup. Super interesting team. Screamtail, Arboliva. A lot of Pokemon you don't see. Okay, we see Torkoal and Screamtail in the lead. They get a special defense boost. I don't mind that. I'm going to Rage Fist because they may be Encore. I don't want to get Encored into Bulk Up. And I'm going to switch in Pelipper. Just get the Rain up. That way we don't take huge damage if they try to go for a little Slick Eruption here. Okay, they just protect Torkoal. That's cool. A little bit of chip. And they go Trick Room. Okay. Well, Torkoal's not really threatening us. I'll just play it slow and go for a bulk up here. And Hurricane into Torkoal. If we bulk up, we may prompt them into trying to Encore Crypt. And if they do, we can just switch in Iron Mike and Fake Out. Okay, they Earth Power. Does a little bit of chip, but nothing crazy. We get a big Hurricane off into the Torkoal. Their eject button. But I'm okay with that. They should be in range of a Jet Punch now. Maybe even if the sun's up. Arboliva comes in and they go for Sunny Day. And they are naturally slower than my Annihilape, so that means if they want to, they can get an Encore here. I don't really want to switch out Annihilape just yet. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. If they have Encore, that's fine. I can switch out. I'm going to go into Iron Hands, activate Fake Out. I need to get the Pelipper off the field so that I can keep winning the Weather War. But manual Sunny Day is tough, so we've seen Trick Room, Sunny Day. They're going Terra. And they go for a growth, so they're going to get +2 attack and +2 special attack. And they just Calm Mind, so no Encore. This is great. Drain Punch is a good hit. Rage Fist would have been better, but obviously they were normal types, so we weren't going to Rage Fist into that slot. Okay, so they've gone Calm Mind. There's 2 turns of Trick Room left. Grassy Seed, so they're +2 special attack, +2 attack, and +1 defense. It's getting kind of scary. Yeah, 2 turns of Trick Room. I think I tried a Rage Fist. Not myself. Let's Rage Fist the Scream Tail and just fake out. And then we can use Protect next turn. Stall out that last turn of Trick Room. They go for another Calm Mind. That's pretty greedy. I do believe Rage Fist KOs here. Let's go. Okay, 1 turn of Trick Room left. Let's see who they bring in. They go Sylveon. I'm gonna just Protect and switch in Pelipper. Because I'd like to get them to want to switch Torkoal back in. They go for a Strength Sap into Pelipper, so they're not going to get much HP back. This is one of the benefits of having minimum attack special attackers. And they just go for a Hyper Voice. We take it pretty well with Pelipper. Okay, so Trick Room is over, but they don't have a way to set it again. I want to just Rage Fist. You know what? I can take out Arboliva with Palafin, so let's Rage Fist into the Sylveon and switch in Iron Hands. Because I gotta save my Drizzle. The Shizzle. Okay, that doesn't KO, so it's a pretty bulky Sylveon. We do tank Hyper Voice with both, so we see Weather Ball. Yeah, so Terra Fire wouldn't have been the play there. And I just wasn't ready to waste my Terra without having seen more from what that Arboliva can do. Because I might want to Terra the Palafin just to make sure I can KO through the +1 defense boost. Okay, so if they're going to switch a slot, they're going to switch the Sylveon. They have all the boosts with Arboliva, so I'm just going to Jet Punch Sylveon and fake out. I really don't want to take Recoil with Palafin. Okay, we barely missed a KO, but I don't think that's a terrible thing. In front of 2 fake outs, we haven't seen Arboliva go for a Protect yet. So I'm thinking they don't have it. I want to go Terra Water Jet Punch and switch into Pelipper. And if they do have Protect, I don't think that Torkoal can punish us. I really do need this Jet Punch to KO, but I just don't think they're that bulky with their Arboliva based on how much the fake outs have been doing. So even though they're +1 defense, I feel like this will KO. Might have been greedy not wave crashing, but I just, like I said, I really don't want to take all that recoil. Okay, but we do pick up the KO. It was a critical hit. I'm gonna just have to say sorry about it. All praise to the Most High. Probably didn't matter though. Terra Water boosted Palafin with the rain is pretty darn strong. Alright, final stretch. Let's do it. I'm just going to protect here and sack Iron Mike. Because with the rain up, we can just spam Jet Punch into a Sylveon and Hurricane into the Torkoal, and they shouldn't have any counterplay. Torkoal protect. They go for a Hyper Voice. It doesn't pick up. Honestly, I would have preferred that it did. I think I just Jet Punch into the Sylveon, switch in Pelipper, and if they do protect Sylveon here, Torkoal at worst can yawn us, and then we just gotta switch out and slow play it again, but they don't protect. They go down to Jet Punch. And now Torkoal can't beat all three of us. Oh my god, that was close. Crit on Palafin too? Bruh, come on. They always be getting crits against me, I swear. I'm just gonna go bulk up and Hurricane. Battle's canceled. GG. They got a lucky crit, but you know, we still handled business. So that's the end of our run. Let's check the results. Final standing 2029. Not bad for 13 battles, 11-2. We take that. 10,000 league points. This is the team that I will be using for the ranked ladder for the foreseeable future. Basis of the team is getting up rain with Pelipper, so Safety Goggles Palafin can sweep through teams. Palafin applies a lot of pressure, creates a lot of positions where people want to switch and protect. So we got bulk up on Palafin and Annihilape to boost our damage, to expedite the process of winning. Chien-Pao is great with Sword of Ruin to boost the damage for our 5 physical attackers. And we got dual helping hand with both Pelipper and Tsareena. Tsareena stops priority with Queenly Majesty. And you can see we got 3 Terra Fire Pokemon. Fluttermane's the most common Pokemon in the game. Palafin does deal with it well, but it's always good to have a couple checks. And I'm not going to be able to bring all 6 Pokemon to every battle, so having something that can take reduced damage from big Choice Specs Dazzling Gleams and fire back with a move that'll usually KO Fluttermane is really nice. So that's what Iron Hand, Tsareena, and Annihilape are for. And you know, we got a little speed control with Icy Wind. And yeah, I mean, I love this team. There's a rental code at the top if you want to try it yourself. I know it's not the traditional Annihilape with support, but it's basically just here to make it harder for opponents to spam Intimidate, and it gets the job done. Appreciate y'all for watching. We'll catch you next time. Peace.